Skaters can do some truly incredible things that literally seem to break the laws of physics sometimes. They're also generally some of the most inclusive people you will meet and will put all differences aside just to have a fun time. But just like with anything else, there are always a few bad apples, and the skateboarding community is no exception. Or there are even people that target skaters simply because of a preconceived notion, a bad experience in the past, or because they believe it's just their job to ruin everybody else's day. So in this video, I'll be covering what I believe to be the worst people that make skateboarding less enjoyable for everyone. And then I'll be telling you the best way to deal with each of them. So without taking up any more time, let's just get right into the video. Up first is the Karen.
Cops are coming now. You're not. You're illegally skating in the middle of the street.
This is a classic that almost everyone in skateboarding has had to deal with at some point. It doesn't even matter where you are, as long as you're having fun, the Karen's homing mechanism will always find you and will think up any excuse to make your skateboarding their problem.
Can you leave your name and your telephone number for your parents? And we'll
Alright, here. Do you have a pen? Mine's Benjamin Dover.
The typical Karen experience goes a little bit like this. You're skating a crusty rail on the streets. You're destroying private property, they say, as they proceed to borderline assault you. You could be just having a blast at the skate park, killing it in the bowl, and then you hear, "The skate park is public for everybody. You have to let my kids play too." Who then literally kick a soccer ball around for the next 10 minutes, as if it isn't called a skate park for a reason. Even if you're just skating in your own driveway, your neighborhood Karen will always have an issue with it because you're making too much noise. It's a Sunday. People are trying to enjoy their day. Like, yeah, me too. Or the classic, "You aren't wearing a helmet. You're gonna break your head open. I know someone who fell on skateboarding on a concussion and now they can't blah 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 blah." Look, nothing bothers a skater more than someone saying that they'll hurt themselves. It feels like you're wishing it upon us. So how do you deal with Karens? Well, first of all, don't fall for their intimidation attempts. Most of the time, they're just all talk.
Oh man, with the dog here? What's the dog doing? What's the dog doing? You scared my dog. That's what you did. Now get the out of here. I'm not kidding you. I am pissed.
They might threaten to call police, but I'll let you in on a little secret. The police, they hate Karens too.
What's your emergency? There's kids in my neighborhood skating.
Imagine working all day dealing with real crimes and dangerous people only to get called out to a scene right before your donut break because some Karen is mad about some kids skating. Simply stand your ground and watch the Karen embarrass herself. As long as you aren't skating somewhere you clearly shouldn't be, you'll be absolutely fine. Security guards.
Call security. Call security.
You know, Karens and cops are one thing, but dealing with security guards is almost always worse. There is no other job that gives people the biggest false sense of importance than a security guard.
Why don't you me? You don't even have a reason not to like.
Stupid, that's why.
I'm the stupid one, right?
Yeah,
But you're a security guard, so you're a genius.
I'm not a security guard, I'm a security officer. Your picture's being taken plenty without.
It's fine. It's fine.
Here. Yeah, that's fine.
I feel like they're just compensating for not being able to arrest anybody by just being a massive ass. And don't get me wrong, obviously there are chill security guards out there.
What'd you think of that? I'm pretty impressed.
Man.
I'm glad y'all utilizing this. This is a nice experience.
Holy crap, this spot's amazing. Yeah, this is a great place.
But the ones that are bad are usually really bad. I've seen countless videos of security guards trying to make skaters fall by kicking their board or blocking their path. Like, I thought the entire purpose of you kicking skaters out was to prevent people from suing because of an injury. But the only thing that you are doing by physically blocking skaters is potentially causing them to get injured, which in turn could actually get you sued.
Damaging this property.
It's not damaging it. I'm not hitting
You
anything.
damaging.
How's he damaging it?
Yeah.
How?
What's your name?
Ryan Sheckler.
Ryan Sheckler.
I legitimately do not understand the thought processes behind that. Honestly, there really isn't any way around security guards aside from finding out their hours and going in between shifts. Snakes. No, I'm not talking about the snakes that live in the grass. I'm talking about their equally slimy relatives that reside at the skate parks. Snakes are the bane of every skater's existence. The unfortunate thing is that most of them are kids, so you can't even get mad at them without looking like the asshole in the situation. You just gotta play it off and act cool as if you didn't almost get decapitated by a scooter. Snakes can be at nearly every skate park, but I swear some areas are just infested snake pits. The problem isn't even that bad with just one individual snake, but when the whole skate park is filled with them, it's a whole different story. And the thing is, there's really nothing you can do to deal with them. The only thing you can do is go during off hours when they have school, if you don't have school yourself, that is. But at a certain point, it becomes better just to ride street or start building your own DIY spot. Because no matter what you do, you will never be able to control 10 kids treating the skate park as their own personal playground. Gatekeepers. I personally have mixed emotions about this one, so here's my hot take for the day. Gatekeeping, if done right, is actually a net positive for skateboarding. It keeps out the people who are doing it just to look cool or just trying to profit off it without being skaters themselves. Gatekeepers can keep people in line, deter snakes from coming to skate parks, and prevent pro skaters from showing stupid things to their audience.
What are you doing over there?
Just shredding. We got this little mini version of my park that me and Tech made, so I gotta get my skills up now.
But there is also a negative side to gatekeeping when it's done too much, as it can deter new people away from skateboarding because they get intimidated and think that if they don't do the right things in a traditional way, they're not wanted in skateboarding. The most common thing that you'll hear out of a gatekeeper's mouth is, "Oh, you can't land this trick? Then you aren't a real skater." Saying stuff like that doesn't keep skateboarding core, it's just discouraging for beginners or people that skate in a different way. Not everybody has to do street skateboarding tricks to be considered a skater. Some people like transition skating, other people like freestyle, and others just love bombing massive hills. Saying somebody isn't a skater because they can't do a certain trick is like saying you aren't a car enthusiast because you can't drift. Just like car culture, skate culture has a lot of different ways you can enjoy it. You don't have to fit into somebody else's mold to call yourself a skater. Skaters that sell out.
Hey, I'm Nigel Houston. This is my board, and this is my fuel.
Skateboarding sure has changed from the 90s. Back then it was a big deal if someone simply started skateboarding for a different company that paid slightly more. Oh, you're making money? What a sellout!
You guys are getting paid?
Selling out isn't always bad. I mean, after all, not everybody can be Nigel Houston and win practically every competition that they enter. I mean, if everybody could do that, they would just be able to live the lifestyle of a course skater, right? Oh, wait. Some people can get to the top and still not have enough. And that's really where the problem with selling out lies.
Liquid Death officially owns my soul.
For most people, making a living off skateboarding is a distant dream, but for a select few, they get it all and still want to show NFTs for an easy bag.
Disgusting!
They don't care if it hurts skateboarding, they just want the money.
We turned it into NFTs. And then we just make millions.
The only thing you can do is simply not buy their products. But ultimately, that's just a small drop in the bucket for somebody that has such a large audience. The fashion police. This one is just another side of gatekeeping, but the one I don't agree with in any way. Mostly, I'm referring to those grown men with half their teeth missing telling kids that helmets and pads look stupid and they shouldn't wear them if they want to be a real skater. Or like, look at Andy Anderson, who is an amazing skater, may I add, and has had other skaters make fun of him and literally pee in his helmet before competitions simply because he just wanted to wear a helmet. Sometimes he would have to run off to construction sites and ask the workers to borrow hard hats just so he could wear a helmet. Stuff like this is just damaging for the reputation of skateboarding. There's absolutely no reason to judge a skater based on their choice of gear, especially when that gear can make a difference between you being fine or eating through a straw for the rest of your life. The do a kickflip bros.
Do a kickflip!
If there is one thing you should never say to a skater, it's do a kickflip. You will either embarrass them because they can't do it,
Do a kickflip! What?
or have them reluctantly do a kickflip for the mid-reactions of 3 white dudes in a Honda Accord.
Oh, too clean.
If you're ever caught in a situation like this and you can't land a kickflip, there are only 3 things you can do. First is pretend you don't hear them and skate away from the situation. Second is do a trick that you know and hope they don't notice the difference.
Do a kickflip!
Or third is go for a Hail Mary and hope that you land it first try.
You got a kickflip? Yeah, he says I got you.
After which you probably won't, and they'll laugh at you when you fall, and you'll either have to decide to keep trying until you leave out of secondhand embarrassment,
Yeah, I'm counting that.
or you just resort back to number 1 and skate away as fast as you can. Anyway, that is all I have for this video. Let me know who you think I missed, leave a like if you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.